Hey guys, today I'm going to do a video on how I would strobe for oily skin. So whether I'm working on someone else or myself, I have really oily skin, as you can see. Strobing is basically like a glorified version of highlighting. I think the reason why it has gotten so popular because people like the idea of having dimension on your face without having to contour, do like the heavy contouring. So that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do any contouring or bronzer today. I think skincare is so important. If you have oily skin, you still need to hydrate your face, and especially if you have combination skin where you're like drier on the sides, be sure to use something hydrating. I just have my Embryolisse Filaderme emulsion on the drier parts of my face where, some flakes tend to appear. And then for the oily parts, what I would recommend is maybe using a matte moisturizer or some kind of SPF that helps mattify your face, or a mattifying primer. There are so many different options. I've been trying out this Dermalogica Clear Start Oil Clearing Matte Moisturizer. I'm just gonna apply that where I get the most oily. These are the oiliest parts of my face. Like I get extra shiny right here. A little bit on the chin. Next, when it comes to using shimmery products to highlight, sometimes it can emphasize any like pores or just bumps. So I'm going to use the Benefit Porefessional. It's just a pore minimizing primer. You really don't need too much at all. And I'm going to apply this wherever my pores are largest. And especially in those areas we are going to be highlighting with some shimmer. You want to smooth that over your pores. Now I'm just going to apply an even coat of foundation over my face. I am testing out the Kendo Aqua foundation. I'm using it in the shade 143. I'm just going to buff that into my face. Now we're going to highlight and conceal any extra spots. Alright, so I'm going to go in a V type of shape right here, just using the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. Any spots you have. I'm going to highlight right here as well. A little bit by the mouth, a little bit by the nose. If you want, you can just extend this further out. Even apply a bit by your brow bone, a little bit by this temple area. Just take time blending in the concealer. Over the blemishes, you just want to pat it in. And I normally don't do this, but I'm going to go ahead and highlight a little bit just right underneath where I would apply a contour color if I were to. And then of course you just want to blend that too. Now for the actual shimmery highlight part, I'm going to use Benefit's High Beam because this is really, really shimmery and it's kind of like potent. So if you want it to be extra shimmery in certain parts, you can even layer it. So I'm just going to start with one layer. I'm just dotting this on the highest points of my face. I'm going to do a touch right here, right above the brows. I'm going to do a little bit right here, where the flattest part of my nose bridge is. A touch on the tip of the nose, above my Cupid's bow, tiniest bit right on my chin. You can also apply some right here in the center of the forehead, but that's probably one of the shiniest parts of my face, so I'm just going to avoid that area. You don't have to strobe all over your face if you don't want to. And then I'm going to take a foundation brush because I like how it has this flatter edge, so it just gives me a little bit more control, and then I'm just going to blend this out. I haven't powdered my face yet, but once I do and mattify the rest of my face, this is going to stand out even more. But it's pretty, like you can really see it, it's gorgeous. What I think is great about strobing and not really doing the whole contouring thing is it gives you more of this like glowy, youthful look. So if you are about that, I definitely would give this a try. And it's not like you can't strobe without contouring, you still can. What I do like about High Beam is that this does dry to like a powdery dry finish. It doesn't stay, creamy or liquidy and sticky. So that's why I decided to use it. I'm just going to do a light dusting of powder before I decide if I want to go in with a second layer. So I'm just going to set my face with the LA Girl Pro Powder HD Setting Powder. I'm going to go in with just one more layer right on this highest point of my cheekbones. Also going to bring a little bit up to my brow bone. And even though I'm not going to be bronzing or contouring, I still would like a little bit of blush. So I'm going to apply my IT Cosmetics Ombre blush in Coral Flesh, just so it doesn't come on too intense. I'm just going to dab a little bit onto my hand, and then just pat this onto the cheeks and blend it in. I'm just going to grab my foundation brush and just soften this up, just by going right over and blending it. That blush is matte. We went matte with everything else except for the Benefit High Beam. I'm also just going to do a matte lipstick. I'm just going to dab a little bit of Milani's Matte Blissful. I just want to tint my lips with it. I almost forgot to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, just to finish up the eye look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oily skin gals can enjoy some shimmer too. Definitely try this out and let me know what you think. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!